I'm so glad to be back. I thought those girls were never going to get the sack.
Who told you that? They haven't been fired.
McCracken told me they went to see the JJ monologues in Jasper.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I thought that was some sort of code for firing female anchors.
No, Coulter. They'll be back next week.
Remember when men used to rule?
Could you not sit here? It's my spot.
Coulter, we have 2 fruit baskets for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the planet Earth's most relevant newscast. Broadcasting from Sector 17G in the southwestern corner of the Milky Way galaxy, we present to you a program that is a strange combination of newsworthy and non-newsworthy. Funny at times and extremely non-funny at others. Ladies and gentlemen, Earthlings and Mooners, may we present to you Valemount Live.
Welcome to the 28th episode of Valemount Live.
We've got a shockingly good show for you folks tonight.
If you're standing in a pool of water, we want to remind you not to touch your television set,
As you'll most definitely be shocked to death. You may have noticed Ray Virgoe scouring the streets of Valemount for opinions about Earth Day last week.
Even though we've already aired that segment, we've given Ray the opportunity to remix that footage into a rather dark contemplation of people thinning.
That's right. The responses Ray heard on the street to the plight of the Earth got him thinking and editorializing.
Tonight, we have 2 pieces by Ray at the end of the show.
So hang on to your left liberal leanings, people haters. You're going to get pushed to the right.
We also caught up with some graduates at the Grad Transitions Fair this week.
In the Graduation Transitions program, students do a little investigation about what they enjoy and what they want to do after school.
This week, we'll show you interviews with William van der Zwaan and David Lurch.
Foreign correspondent Zachary Schneider delivers a report from Monaco, of all places.
In other news, correspondent Schneider is now being snubbed by his workmates for not taking them along for the luxurious ride.
Too many people are leaving Valemount, and with the population declining, community services are being threatened. That's why a new citizens group is planning on turning the village of Valemount into a prison.
Actually, Coulter, it's not quite right. The group's actually trying to encourage the construction of a new federal medium security correctional facility.
I know. They want to prevent further population decline, so they're going to put up some fences and barbed wire.
No, Coulter. Fellow residents wouldn't be incarcerated in the jail.
So the jail is just another way of attracting jobs and capital to the area?
Yeah, it's about economic development.
I knew that. I was just joking.
Chris Torgerson and Holly Blanchette submitted this report to the village of Valemount at Tuesday's council meeting.
Our town is in crisis and we need to do something now. One idea that has come up in discussions is a federal medium security prison here in Valemount. An institution like this would bring a much needed economic stimulus to our village and the area. We need jobs, and we need good paying jobs so we can support our families and the community. How many families have one parent working away from home? And how many parents have more than one job here in the village to try and keep things together? Our idea is a prison. Sounds kind of silly, but a prison opens doors, starting with employment. A medium security facility could offer up to 250 jobs. Let's assume that only half those jobs came from out of town. That would be 125 new families to town. And even if those families only had one child apiece, that's still 125 children in the schools, 150 people shopping at the grocery stores, the hardware store, pharmacy, clinic, and paying taxes. There would be openings in the prison for administration, maintenance, kitchen staff, laundry staff, transportation, medical, security, just to name a few. We have approached our local RCMP as well as the Chief Superintendent in Prince George, who both gave a favorable reply. And Kathy McLeod, our MP, is awaiting this proposal and will contact Corrections Canada on our behalf. You will note in the package that it is apparent that correctional facilities utilize its available resources. Every available retailer would be called upon for something, as well as trained personnel in their fields: plumbers, electricians, carpenters, construction workers, general laborers. All this would feed back into the community. Overcrowding in the prisons is a huge problem. More facilities are needed. Let's not get left behind. So let's give this town the hope that it so desperately needs, and show other places that even in these tough times that Valemount isn't about to lay down and die. Thank you. Holly.
Later in her presentation, Torgerson said that her group would be applying to the Columbia Basin Trust to fund a feasibility study.
The group is trying to determine if it is possible to lock up a whole community.
No, the feasibility study is to see if the jail would be a nice fit for Valemount, what facilities Valemount would need to get, and whether Corrections Canada would be interested in this location.
That's what I meant.